All right, what's going on YouTube? This is BoxingWave. All right, and let's talk Ryan Garcia with another first round knockout, okay, against Francisco Fonseca this past weekend on the zone. Now, I saw the fight, and as you're watching the first round, you know what's coming. You know that left hook is coming. You can see it coming. You saw Ryan just setting it up. He threw it a couple times. What I'm impressed with is that he could throw the punch with that speed and still have that much power behind it. Okay, Francesca has been in there with Tank Davis. He's been in there with Tevin Farmer. This is a guy that they wanted to put in the ring, not one of the elite fighters at 135 or anything like that, but one of the guys they said, let's throw him in there with Ryan because he's been in there with a couple of good fighters, and we want to compare his performance against the other guys, the other top guys at 130 and 135, and just compare and see how quickly Ryan can get out of it. He passed the test. All right, so Golden Boy, listen, he's Oscar's fighter, and we know what they are doing. They are properly building Ryan. He's still very young. And they're putting him in the ring with fighters that he's going to look impressive against. I don't think Fonseca was as dangerous as Duno in his last fight, but we know why he was put in there. It's just in there to get another knockout to build up his resume. Not the toughest opponent, but just get another guy in there that he could get a good highlight over, and he passed the test. He got him out of there quicker than Tank Davis. Tevin Farmer wasn't even able to stop him. All right, so look, Ryan is definitely like legit to me. Okay, I think he's legit. How good is he compared to the other guys at 135? Well, you have a lot of fighters there. Like 135 right now, as far as talent, it's definitely a top five, top three, maybe division right now. I mean, you have Lomachenko, you have Devin Haney, you have Teofimo Lopez. Mikey Garcia is not there, but he's still being mentioned amongst. I mean, he's a recent champion there, and I'm sure that he can still come down if it was really worth it for him. I think he would come down, or at least go down to 140. So you can still bring him up. You know, and you have Jorge Linares, who's picked up a couple of wins now. That ever since he lost to Lomachenko, he went up to 140, had a fight. It was a mess. It was a nightmare for him. He's come back down. He's taken a couple fights, got a couple of wins at 135, not against top opponents, but it's looking like Ryan's going to be facing him next. Okay, and if Ryan is to beat him and stop him too, that would be a great name to have. Even though, yeah, Linares is a little bit past his prime. Linares is a guy that was a champion for a while at 135. He did beat Luke Campbell. He did give him his first loss. And I think Luke is still due to be fighting Javier Fortuna. All right, but listen, Ryan is doing his thing. I think he's legit. I seen Devin Haney get in the ring, and I got to do a video about Devin Haney and Devin Haney. And these guys are just friends. They are friends. They respect each other. They fought a lot in the amateurs. But it's clear that Golden Boy is not looking to put him in a ring with Devin Haney until dead last. I think they see a lot more potential in the fight down the line, and I know Devin really wants it. I just don't see it happening right now. I don't see it happening right now. And the difference between like mega fights between this is not a mega fight yet, because at the same time, I know Devin has a title. I know Ryan is already a top contender at 135. I still view them both as guys that hadn't really, really, really proven themselves yet. I think there's still room for a lot of growth between the two of them. You know, uh, I think Teofimo Lopez is a little bit more proven than the other two because of his win over Richard Comey. So I would put him above those two. Not saying that these two can't beat Lopez. I'm not saying who's the best between the three. is that guys like Lopez and Tank Davis have better wins. Like they fought higher level opponents. When Ryan beats, like if he beats a Jorge Linares, then I can say, all right, now he's been in there with a recent champion. Okay, if Devin Haney beats Luke Campbell or Javier Fortuna, I can say that, all right, well, you know what? He's been in there with one of these guys. So right now, neither one of them has really fought a championship like type fighter. And I'm still waiting on that. And I think Golden Boy, it doesn't matter because let's be honest. This fight, I can see it being a pay-per-view one day. And I'll say one day, and I don't mean one day like it could be as early as 2021. I just don't see it happening this year. This is why Ryan went up there and said, I want to fight Jorge Linares. I want to fight Luke Campbell. I want to fight Tank Davis. He said those three names before even saying Devin Haney. This goes to show these guys know exactly what they're trying to do, what they have planned as far as fighting Devin Haney. There is not bad blood, but that is Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They are direct rivals because they have history of fighting each other. You know, I mean, Tank Davis is there too because Devin Haney and Devin Haney been back and forth and everything for a while now. But these guys fought like what 5, 6 times in the amateurs. These guys have real history. A lot of these guys do. So I think we're not going to see that fight right now. Um, and to be honest with you, I do want to see the both of them fight a little bit more before they fight each other. To be honest, I'll be listen. If they were to have their fight in the next fight, I'll be down for that too. But let's be honest with ourselves and just the way that boxing is moving today and these promoters and stuff like that. Listen, we can't even get Wilder and Joshua. We can't even get Spence and Bud in the fight in a ring yet. I'm not expecting to see these two fight in the ring yet. I mean, these two are still very young. They're like 21 years old. They're not gonna get in the ring with each other right now. You think, Oscar and what's this guy Eddie Hearn really want to put them in a ring right now? They might act like they do, but they don't. We saw Devin Haney and his dad. Shout out to Devin, yo! Shout out to Devin Haney's dad, yo! I really like him. I really like his dad. His dad remind me of my dad because he's just always there. He's always there, making sure his son is enjoying life, but I feel like his dad is still watching over him. Reminds me of Kenny Porter. You know, it's good that his father's stay is there, and they ran up on Bernard Hopkins and had Bernard stuttering, sounding all crazy. Bernard can never explain why they postponing fights. He can never explain. Just say like, just be honest. Like say Bernard just need to just be like instead of saying what he needs to say, taking 5, 10 minutes to explain one thing, just say, listen, we just want to build a fight. If he had just said that, I would have been like, all right, I understand. But it's clear that Ryan doesn't want to fight Devin right now. He's naming 3 other fighters before he names Devin. You know, and I'm sure he's being coached with that. This could be a future Oscar versus Tito. That's how that fight was. You know what I'm saying? This fight could be a big fight. So I don't mind they building it up right now. I mean, one of them doesn't even have a belt, and neither one of them has fought a top contender yet. Neither one of them has. So I don't mind if we don't see the fight for another year or two. I wouldn't mind. But if they give it to us, that'll be cool. But Ryan is good, man. He's good. He has a lot of power. He definitely between him and Haney, he definitely has the punch. Uh, but I don't know if he can beat Devin because when you step up in opposition, not only you fighting more skilled boxers, but you're also fighting guys that can take your power a lot better. So I don't know how it's gonna look when he steps up and fight a Lomachenko or Devin Haney or a Tank Davis or a Teofimo Lopez, Richard Comey, whoever it is he ends up facing. But I like his chances of beating Jorge Linares right now. Linares is still good. He's still sharp. He's still on point. But He's past his best days. He's never had the greatest chin. And right now, Ryan, he's quick. He has power. Uh, I think I would pick Ryan to stop him. I would pick Ryan already, and I think he would stop him earlier than Lomachenko did. All right. Um, but I would pick Devin Haney to beat. I would pick Devin Haney to beat Linares right now too. That would be a good win for either one of them. So I'm impressed with Ryan. He's a good fighter, man. I have nothing really to say. I just kind of I'm just waiting to see the growth in the both of them. I can't. I'm just excited for him. I'm excited for Devin Haney. I'm gonna make a video about him too. Uh, and that's it. We just keep on going, keep on pushing, and see where it goes, man. No rush for me. No rush for me. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.